Hey everybody, my name is Reagan, and today we're going to be making one of my favorite types of art, and that is sand art. So you should have gotten a kit that looks a little bit like this. It's yellow on the front, white on the back, and you've got some packets of sand as well. Before we get going, be sure to ask an adult for help because the sand can get a little bit messy, and you want to do this in a space where it doesn't really matter if you get a little sand on the table or wherever you might be working. So you might be thinking, so what exactly are we going to do to get the sand to go onto the board since it's just sand and the board? Well, if you look really close, our board already has a design on it. So it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but my guy is an astronaut. Your board might look a little bit different. But if you look super closely, you can see like these little stickers that peel off. So what we're going to do is you're going to start with the section that you want to work on and put some sand on, and you peel the sticker off so that way the sand will stick. So there's like glue that's built into this, so it's already sticky. So the first thing we need to do is pour all of our sand packets out, and open them up. So you might be able to rip them off. I'm going to use some scissors, but be very careful with scissors. Again, get help if you need it. So we're kind of just cutting the triangles off, cutting these off in a triangle shape, so that way there's a good tip on there, so you can control the sand exactly where you want it to go. Okay, so we have all of our sand open. We can just set our trash aside for now. So I think the first thing that I'm going to work on is the astronaut's body. So again, looking in real close here on the camera, sorry it's a little bit hard to see, but I'm going to peel off the main part of the astronaut's body on my board, so that way the sand will stick to it. You might have to use like a pen or something if it's hard to get this little tape off of it. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about now? Now we kind of see the body of the astronaut, and this white part is sticky. So that means it's ready to put some sand on. So I think I'm going to make my astronaut suit orange, because I know a lot of NASA astronauts, they wear orange. So you just kind of, lightly pour your sand on here, just kind of give it a small tap, not too much because the sand does come out really, really fast, so you don't want to make a mess with it. But you just kind of give it a good sprinkle, kind of like you're putting sprinkles on a cookie, but you don't want to eat this for sure. Okay, so then I have my sand on here, as you can see, and then to get the excess off, I'm just going to tap it into a little bag right here that's off the camera. So I get the little excess off the astronaut's body, and now I have colored the astronaut's body spacesuit orange. So then I think next we're going to work on this little planet up here. Looks maybe almost like the moon. So I'm going to take that off there. And it has all the little spots for the craters too. So it's got all those little mini stickers too. So you can color them something different if you want. So I think I'm going to use the white sand for the moon. You kind of spread her out about with your finger. And then again, I'm just going to give it a good tap into my bag over here. And now I've colored the moon. So I can color the craters of the moon something different. So I think I'm going to make those light blue. The fun thing is about this that we have so many different little pieces, so you can customize this basically as much as you want to. So I'm just going to give it a good little pour of my light blue sand for the craters on the moon. And then again, I just give it a good tap into my bag. And now I've got my moon with the craters and white on the rest of it. So I think next we should probably work on, I'm going to color the stars yellow. So I'm going to peel off the yellow paper and then just put some yellow sand back on there. So there's one of the stars. There's another. I have 5 stars on mine. Again, yours might look a little bit different from mine, so you might not have stars, but mine has a bunch of stars on there. Okay, so I ripped off the paper on all my stars now. So now all of the stars are ready for some sand. So I think I'm going to make my stars shine really bright with this yellow sand right here. So again, just give it a little tap and kind of spread around with your finger if you need to. Oh, see, these stars are going to be really bright. I know you're going to be able to see them from way far away. Okay, so I gave my stars some yellow sand on there. Just gonna give it a good tap, tap, tap. Get all the extra sand off there. Now I have my yellow stars. Again, kind of hard to see on the camera. They're just a little bit different than the yellow color that's on there, but I know we'll be able to see it really well at the end. So I think, what am I going to do now? I think now there's a bunch of like little tiny planets on here. So I'm going to color those as well. Have you ever thought if you want to go to space, like, do you think it would be fun? Do you think it'd be really scary out there in like the darkness? I don't know. I think that's something they say one day, like a lot of people might be able to go to space. Like you can go on a rocket ship just like you could on a plane. I think that would be really cool someday, but also a little bit scary too. So I think I'll make my planet, one of my planets purple, maybe one of them green. And then I'm going to do actually 2 of them green. Make one of them red, kind of like Mars is a little bit red. And then I make one planet dark blue, just like Neptune. Okay, so make sure you just get that sand to stick on there by just kind of giving it a good press down. And you can tap off the extra like always. So now the colors are really coming together. So we're getting some good variety going. So I think next, let's give the rocket ship some color because they have to get to space somehow. So we need to give that some color. So I'm going to make my rocket ship green. I think that's a cool color to use. Tap off the extra. Now part of my rocket ship's green right there, but I need to peel off the rest of it. I can color those differently if I want. Next, if you're having trouble getting these off, maybe using like the end of a pen or the cap off of a pen might be helpful to get those little sticky things off. So I think I make the fins on the rocket red. Okay, I got my color on there. And then for the last part of the rocket, I think I'm going to color the flame coming out of it orange, just like it's burning fuel. Let's get my orange sand again. And give it a good tap. Okay, so next I think I'm going to color the like the belt and the jetpack of my astronaut. So I'm going to make the belt a good dance blue color of blue. Okay, and then I think for the jetpack, I'm going to make the jetpack white. The jetpack's one of the most important things an astronaut can wear because they helps them keep near their spaceship, so they can go back there and come back home when they're done, and that also keeps them safe from any kind of like dangerous stuff that might be out floating in space. So it's really important that astronauts have a pack on them. So now I colored that white, and then I'll go ahead and take off the sticky part on their face so we can give that some color as well. So let's see, I think we will make that dark blue as well, just like the belt. So again, just spread your sand out there and give it a good tap. And I think the last part I'm going to work on with you all today is the smile. I'll take the little part out for the mouth, and then I will make that purple. So this is my astronaut, spaceship, stars, and planets. And then you can also color the background as well. So like this whole big piece of yellow comes off as well, so you can color that. It's been really fun making this craft with you all. I hope you really liked it.